Check out this iconic song, made by one of the most abundant birds in North America. This is the song of the red-winged blackbird, and if you've ever been to a marsh in the United States, you've probably heard this noise before. These blackbirds are very charismatic and can be found in wetlands, fields, and even at backyard bird feeders. Sometimes large flocks of these birds show up all at once, creating quite the spectacle. To many people, the vocalizations of the red-winged blackbird are a sign that spring is here. However, the year-round range of the red-winged blackbird actually includes many areas of North America, but in general, it expands further north in the summer and further south in the winter. Red-winged blackbirds are known for their namesake red and yellow wing patch on the male, which is not only visually appealing for birders, but is also crucial for attracting mates and defending their territories. In general, the larger the patch, which is known as an epaulet, the more attractive the male is for females. While singing during the breeding season, red-winged blackbirds will accompany their vocalization with what is called a song spread display, a way for the males to show off while singing. This involves the male straightening out his epaulets, moving his shoulders up, and lowering and spreading his tail while making his song. This display is not only used to attract females, but is also a territorial defense against other males. In addition to the song spread display, male red-winged blackbirds will also make a flight display, which is normally triggered by another male intruding on the territory of an established red-winged blackbird. This display also includes raising the epaulets and spreading the tail feathers, as well as flying up slowly over the territory. Male red-winged blackbirds normally show up on their breeding grounds in the spring before females, in order to lay claim to their territories first. This is why if you live in an area in their breeding range, the first red-winged blackbirds you'll probably see each year will be males, and why their noises can be heard so early in the spring. In addition to their most recognizable song, red-winged blackbirds will also make a check call that can be heard frequently, especially when observing red-winged blackbirds in a large group. When they're not making defensive displays or vocalizing, red-winged blackbirds can often be seen resting on their territory, with much of their epaulets still exposed. If a male red-winged blackbird is outside of its territory, it will normally have less of this coloration visible. Red-winged blackbirds are polygynous, which means males mate with many different females, and can mate with up to 15 different individuals during the breeding season. In contrast to the bright and flashy colors on the male, the females are much more dull in color, but are also very beautiful with shades of brown, cream, and even orange coloration. During the nesting season, red-winged blackbirds craft cup-shaped nests that are woven from cattails, reeds, and grasses, and are often very well made and hidden. Males voraciously defend their territory, and some have been known to spend a quarter of their daylight hours on defense during the breeding season. Red-winged blackbirds have around 2 to 4 eggs per nest that are gray or blue-green in color, with speckling, and 1 to 2 broods during the breeding season. The diet of the red-winged blackbird consists mostly of insects and seeds, as well as grains. They have also been known to forage the waterline, looking for insects at the base and inside of aquatic plants. Red-winged blackbirds always roost in flocks, which are smaller in the summer, but can grow to millions of birds during the winter, and include other species, such as starlings, cowbirds, and grackles. These massive flocks will disperse during the day and then reform at night. Red-winged blackbirds have many different subspecies and populations throughout the United States, but as of now, most of them are believed to be similar enough to not warrant a split. However, one of these subspecies populations, the California bicolored red-winged blackbird, which lacks the yellow on the shoulder, is visually different enough to be easily discerned from other subspecies. The oldest known red-winged blackbird was close to 16 years old, and they are currently considered a species of least concern. However, one of the big threats to their future success is loss of marsh habitat. Personally, I've always enjoyed the song of this iconic species and welcome their visit every spring, knowing that warmer weather is on the way. How do you feel about red-winged blackbirds? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.